Alright guys, so now we are walking to the Hyundai booth. Okay, this is a large booth and there is really a lot of things happening here. So how they organize things is there is one lane of cars here. Sorry? And there is another lane of cars there, and there's a stage there, and there's another corner there. So this row of cars, these are all the the hybrid and electric cars, right? So you have the Ioniq here, then you have the electric Kona there, and that Nexo. So this is a fuel cell powered vehicle, right? So let me just stand here. Okay, so this Nexo and the Kona, right? So the Nexo is obviously a larger, it's one size larger than the Kona. The Kona is looks smaller than a HRV. So the Nexo here looks almost the size of a Tucson, right? Then you have the i30N there. This is the new generation, all new Santa Fe, and over there are all the conventional powertrain vehicles. That's the facelifted Tucson, the Kona, not launched in Malaysia yet. The Accent, also not launched in Malaysia yet. Right at the corner there, here we have the Starex. Now this looks like what they have done is they have entirely revised the front end, but this is effectively a facelift, as you can see from the silhouette and from the rear. Okay, so this really needs no further introduction lah. Alright, so the Starex has been a very popular vehicle. I think it's been around the market for more than 10 years already, right? It is a well-engineered vehicle with, you know, a lot of plus points. Great value car. Still recommended if you are looking for, you know, an 11-seater MPV that is, that will ferry your family in comfort. So here we have two cars that are not currently on sale in Malaysia yet. I think Hyundai is bringing these cars here to test water and see the response. Here we have the Accent. This is a Vios city competitor. Okay, so this Accent here is powered by a 1.4 liter engine, 100 PS, 6-speed automatic transmission. Okay, so power-wise, it's gonna be a bit down from the competition, and but it's a handsome-looking car, all right. And well, this has keyless entry, and I should point out that at this stage, right, Hyundai is not committing to bring this car into Malaysia. They are bringing this car on display here to explore the possibility and to evaluate, you know, consumer response. To me, my feedback is Hyundai is long overdue for a return to the B segment. The market needs an alternative to the Vios and the City. I see this is a good opportunity, but they need to go better than the 1.4 lah. If they are bringing in the 1.4 at 100 PS, I would say forget it. But if they can come in with a bigger engine like a 1.6, then can talk. Well, so you see, this is a very, as usual with Hyundai, cabin quality construction is very high. All the switch gear very good, and so the center console is also pretty wide for a segment. Because if you look at this compared to the Vios that we just came in from, my God, man, this is night and day with the amount of usable space available here, right? And yeah, quality also is very good. So yeah, good start-stop button here. Let me just step to the okay. Wow, so you see, got rear aircon vents. Okay, brilliant. Good leg room, good thigh support. All right, the bench offers good support. So the seats here offer 60/40 split folding. So let's look at the and look at the design from the back first. All right. Handsome looking rear, right? And they have this nice, you know, lighting signature here. Decently large boot. Loading floor is deep. You get a full size spare. Well, very, very good space maximization here. And yeah. So guys, what do you think? If this is, to me, I think this is a very handsome alternative to the Vios and the City. Will you buy this car if it comes to Malaysia? Drop me a line in the comment section. So now we move on to the Kona. Right? And so B segment crossover, HRV rival, and looks funky, styling is very fresh. There's a two-tone paint job and a lot of, you know, nice, like It's a nice design lines here, and you know, a lot of contrast to give the appearance a ton of character, I would say. Right, so here's the side profile view, and here's the look from the back. So you get the white tail lights here, white narrow tail lights, and also a secondary cluster down here. I shall look into the boot first. Wow, this is not bad. I'm actually quite surprised by this. Okay, hidden compartment underneath, another slot here, hook here. Inside, yep. Wow, see this. So the seat belt color matches the paint job, as are these contrasts. So I'm not sure, of course, if with another color will they similarly match the exterior paint with the seat belt. But I like this execution. Once again, good thigh support. Leg room is okay. I think this driver's seat is pushed quite far back. I'm going to try push it forward later. You got an armrest here. Cup holders. And okay. So here at the front section of the cabin, you get conventional instrument clusters, but you also get heads-up display. Nice. And overall, right, if you compare to the dashboard of the Accent and you come here, right, this is obviously built on the same architecture, but the same kind of, you know, control modules at the back, but the execution is entirely different. You get this freestanding screen, and well, the response is good. Okay, switch gear quality decent. And yeah, nice little, you know, contrast highlights here all over. Glove box light lit. Right, pretty good. Now, this one, this Kona here, right? Now I understand that a couple of years back, some of my friends, they went for a media drive of this car to New Zealand, and so definitely plans are there to bring this car into Malaysia. But of course, whether these plans actually come to fruition, that's a totally different story altogether. Now there you see, that is the new Tucson facelift. Okay, the front end as a revamped design. Now the Tucson, they have dropped the diesel version. Now you only have the 1.6 turbo and the 2-liter petrol model. Now, I'm not sure whether these skirts are add-ons, or, you know, as in like optional add-ons, or they come with the car. The rear end is not significantly changed, but they have reconfigured the tail lights. Here inside, dashboard. This looks rearranged. Okay, but nice design. And as usual, the center console, look at the maximization of space. You can use basically this entire length of the center console panel can be used for storage. Brilliant, nicely executed. So I'm going to jump over there. We're going to look at the all-new Santa Fe, and immediately look at the tail lights. These tail lights has been designed with effort. They captivate attention, and they have isolated the signal lights and the reverse lights to be situated on the bumper. Yeah, so this is an all-new Santa Fe. Look at the front. Very distinctive looking. Okay, this grille pattern is also very nice. Right, very intricate. And yeah, so this is wow. This is a very bold design. I believe these are the main beams of the headlights. These are the LED daytime running lights and position lamps. So we look inside the interior. Oh my god, look at this. This is nice. Okay, so what in the instrument cluster, it has a screen here, and then it has an conventional analog tachometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, and look Look at this. Wow, this is nice. I like this nice layering of the dashboard design, right? And here, inside here, this is a rubberized tray, storage tray, glove box. This area also is very nicely utilized. So you actually have a button here. Is it? No. Well, there's Qi wireless charging here, 2 USB ports, 12-volt socket. Well, the aircon controls are conventional, but no harm in there. And well, once again, look at this. Excellent utilization of space. I would say that Hyundai's interior packaging really is starting to rival Honda's. They are getting very good at this. And what's more, right, Hyundai seems to be putting in more effort than Honda when it comes to design. I mean, Honda interiors, right, are always, to me, the most practical in the business, but Hyundai seems to be inching up on them in the practicality stakes, whilst at the same time putting way more effort in design, in the intricacies of design. So here, the rear section of the Santa Fe cabin, and so the Santa Fe is a 7-seater. And check this out. So you actually have this control panel here as well. The rear seats, the second row seats are adjustable front back, and when I push the seats all the way back, this is the kind of leg room that I'm getting. And yeah, okay, obviously thigh support is going to be a little bit compromised. So here is the third row. This feels more spacious than the Sorento that I sat in earlier, actually. Right, and check this out. So here, all right, you get a 12-volt socket and you get remote, remote tumbling of the second row, which I will demonstrate to you from the back. Okay, so you get, well, powered tailgate opening, and so you pull this. Right, and okay, so I can press this button down, seat tumbles forward. Okay, of course the seat needs to be adjusted back to create a seamless loading floor, but from here, and oh, check this out. So this gives you a carpet over the rear loading bay. Very nice. Okay, so here we have the Nexo FCEV, and so one thing you know, right, when the door is unlocked, the whole door handle pops out, and you pull this. Quality feels good. Well, this is a left-hand drive unit, so obviously this is just brought here primarily for show at this stage. And look at the interior. So this is designed obviously with a very different philosophy to those cars that I showed you earlier. You have the park, neutral, drive, reverse, all selected by buttons. The temperature, this is the climate control area, and then this is, well, I believe to control the screen. Oh, okay, so underneath here is a USB port, cup holder, and center console box. This dash actually has a very has a bit of a Lexus feel to it, all right? And up here you get something similar to the Mercedes wide cockpit design, 2 adjoining screens, and on top of this, well, this looks like soft touch. It's actually hard plastic, a nice quality hard plastic, of course, right? And yeah, okay, so this is an FCEV, fuel cell electric vehicle, but the interior feels very conventional, which is a good thing, because what it means is that for newcomers, right, for less than for drivers who are not well versed with technology, it represents a less steep learning curve. Oh, and underneath here is where you put all your main storage items. So this clearly reminds us of the Prius actually, rather than the Lexus, and it's a pretty big space. And here's an interesting aerodynamic feature. So you see here, this is actually a little aerodynamic blade, right, that allows air to pass through here. And here is the look of the car's rear appearance. Finally we come to the i30N. You can think of this as the Golf R of the i30. Alright, this generation of the i30 is not available in Malaysia. Hyundai previously offered 2 generations of the i30 in Malaysia, never really took off. So I guess they never bothered with this generation of the i30, but they somehow felt compelled to bring the i30 here on display, the i30N here on display, rather. So let's step inside. And see that. So this car has a 6-speed manual transmission. Okay, electric seat adjustment. And let me just feel the gear change. Well, clutch is light. The clutch is light. And I like this gear change. Right, it's smooth, precise, and the throw is short. Lovely. I hope they bring this car in. Okay, right, this is beautiful. And well, the rest of the console, very simple, very Hyundai. Nothing new that you did not see in the other cars. Alright guys, so this concludes our walk around of the Hyundai booth here in KL Motor Show.